up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
Good morning.
Monday Dump. Good to see you, buddy.
What is up, Jason? How are you doing?
Currently, I am every piece of clothing that I own that is insulated. It is a balmy -2 degrees here in the Front Range of Colorado.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yet school persists. It's the kind of cold where it's not cold inside, but it's like my eyeballs are cold, so like I'm forever squinting.
I don't know that gold.
The first thing I did with this morning was put chapstick on, seconded by putting saline solution up my nose,
Dang.
and then put everything that I have warm. And apparently everything that I own that's warm is brown. So I'm dressed in chocolate brown from my shirt down to my feet. So, good morning, Dukes. How's it going?
It's awesome.
We're good. I have coffee in my Dynamic Dolphin mug here from a local
Dolphin. Yep.
From the local
Jason
artisan.
friends, y'all. The J friends. Dynamic Dolphin. I should be keeping track of these, by the way. They're pretty much golden.
My pseudo version. How are you?
I'm doing well. Feeling a little bit of the sniffles going on right now because it's just so horrendously cold here in Southern California as well. I think we may have gotten down into the 50s. I don't know.
Ooh.
Don't even check the weather. In shorts
your
all
on
weekend.
Closed-toed shoes.
Exactly. I had to search through all my brown stuff and find something. Yeah, like this solid advice from Chels that, basically everyone says to everyone who's stuck in the winter right now. I think it was Ryan who said, Ryan Turner said something this weekend. He was like, he said something like, I'll trade, or I wouldn't trade the stuff that people like me are going through with like the fires and the earthquakes and all like the stuff that we have to deal with here versus like the snowstorms. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, we all deal with our stuff.
Morning, Dan.
Despite the cold today, like in 3 days, it's going to be back up in the 40s and 50s. Yeah. So it's like, the one thing I do enjoy about being out here and coming from the East Coast is that winter doesn't stick around till early April. It's like you might have a week of summer in late January.
Yeah.
Not now, not this late January. Last late January, I think we had a week of summer. But like there's always, it's like it'll snow a foot and then it's gone in a day. So yeah, it's weird. It's like the weather can't decide who it is.
Morning, card fishing. So did you guys get snow? Like a good amount of snow?
Yeah. Well, we got a heavy dusting. Enough where it's like the side roads aren't plowed. Main roads are plowed, but my 4-wheel drive currently is not working, which is slightly concerning.
Yeah.
Doing some Chad GPT work to figure it out step by step from the easiest up to the point where I have to bring it to a shop. I think it's fixable by me, but the YouTube video to do it is approximately 25 minutes, which I think translates to a 6-hour job for me, I think.
Is that something you should have been doing yesterday? Don't you have to go for a drive today?
The highways are good.
Okay. All right.
So
Good morning, Caitlin.
Just got to make it to the highway. Morning, guys.
Got it.
Morning, Cease. Good to see these names. I feel like every time that I skip a Friday, I feel like I've skipped a week, and it's a big void in my heart.
Yeah. Caitlin, I don't know, Caitlin, I meant to message you, so I probably shouldn't say this, but Caitlin had some pretty big news this weekend that she kind of put around
You
some
can say
spheres in
it.
the back channel. So I don't know if she wants to say it out loud here. Oh, she said I can say it. So Caitlin is she's expecting her first child.
Yeah.
So amazing news.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Yeah, her and her husband Caesar are expecting the first child. I should just check the DMs right now, but I believe she told me August. Yes, August. So yeah. Congratulations,
That's
Caitlin.
awesome.
It's amazing news. It's funny, like she's her brother is still so prominent in our little like V Friends community that the way she announced it to me was she said Sagi's gonna be an uncle. And I had to think for myself, I'm like, does he have other siblings, or is she talking about like herself? Like like and so I had to clarify. I'm like, are you pregnant? I'm like, yeah, like Sagi's gonna be an uncle. Fuck. And my response was literally like, fuck Sagi. Like, congratulations to you. That's amazing news. Yeah, first day of school. So she's I would assume you're not going to be teaching first day of school. So
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's great. You're front loaded with all this parent information too.
yeah, that's what I said that. I'm like, look at you. Like, it's like you've been in here studying you've been pre-gaming this whole time, learning
Yeah.
with us, hanging. See, it was never weird. It's never weird to have someone who doesn't have a kid in here, because you never know when that. And she told me they've been trying. So
Yeah,
it's amazing.
it's not that I
Have an amazing day. Bye, Caitlin.
it's not that I didn't think about it, but it's cool that people that didn't have kids or have kids yet are joining us. So that's cool. And then my next thought is, how would I have been a different type of father if I had listened to something like this?
Yeah, I think about that often.
Yeah.
Well, and the other side topic we have here, right, is like we're constantly relaying our experience now as parents and our reading of the day to our own upbringing and our own parents. And I think a lot of people nowadays, like, we all have a little bit of stuff that we need to unpack
Thanks, Chills.
from our childhood, and move through and get through. I know I do. So I think there's that other side tangent of our little show here that's very helpful.
Yeah.
Might be a newborn rebel yell. so to speak.
My kids, I guess, just a little side path off of this. My two older girls over the past few days on their way to school have been they've been browsing my photos from way back, like when they were kids, which is really cool because it's like they're seeing number one, me and Kristen look pretty similar to what we look like when we had them. So
Keep it toy.
So that's my flex for the week. But I immediately remember, as they were doing this, I remember like going through my mom's old albums, because she was really good at taking pictures and keeping pictures, how everything was like aged and yellowed a bit, and it looked like so far long ago because of that. But then it's like, you look at these photos on our phone, it's like yesterday with these little humans that are now like swearing and drowning in screen time and all those things. It was a nice little reflection moment for sure.
Yeah. And that's probably just the upgrade in technology. Shells.
I mean,
before kids be after kids.
Obviously. But it shortens the gap between these places, and all the places that we took the pictures. They're all like, within 20 minutes, but we haven't been there in 5 years. So it's kind of like a little, I think about our readings on like the ghosts of the past or ancestors. For sure. It's like, man, so many memories of that park. That how many first days of summer did we spend there? So
Yep.
maybe 3, but it feels timeless. Don't know. We're getting deep early.
Indeed we do. One other little thing of house cleaning just to keep to well, there might be a couple, but today is Ryan Turner's birthday. So he's not a birthday guy. He might be ghosting everybody today, but I'll make the ask of everybody to set your reminders for his afternoon show later today. It's 1 p.m. Pacific time, so translate that however you wish into your own time zone and pop in there and just wish him a happy birthday. Thank him for being so amazing, starting this little journey and all the other things that he does for all of us because he's a really amazing dude. One of my closest friends right now. So I'll definitely be there.
Here. Yeah.
If he drops the link, everybody jump up and raid the show and give him those flowers, and let's all just sing happy birthday to him live super horribly like you do when you're all online and have different internet connections. Yeah, he's 28. Yep. 100%.
Like a kindergarten COVID choir class.
Yeah. Yep. 28 looking 22.
Yeah. And
so yeah, if you can make it, please
do. 18-year-old. Yeah, all right. Little grass to him, starting it up. I am grateful that we get to reconnect as adults after however many years of being separate entities in separate states with girls connected by fatherhood. Ultimately, here with Dom. So, thank you, my brother. I think he's 42. 42, I think. I don't know. I believe so. 28. We'll just round down to 28.
I'm doing the reading.
All right, let's get into the reading. I did do the reading every single morning. And this was a lovely one. I love this one, actually. It took us 26 days in the year to get to something like this, but it's a very important thing. Show your kids what a good marriage looks like. I absolutely love this one. I've taken this one to heart many times. I've always kind of felt, that I need to show my kids what a good marriage looks like, show them what a good husband looks like, show them, what a good male in their life looks like. And I've tried to take that as seriously as I can. Valentine's Day is coming up. And so, one of the things that I've always done is I've gotten my girls Valentine's gift as well. I've been very serious about it. Back in the days when I was close to home, I would, sneak over to the house and decorate the house while Amy was at work and the kids were at school, just to like surprise them and stuff like that. It's a little harder with me being further away, but we'll see how this year plays. But just doing those little things, taking my wife out on dates, letting the kids know that, show them that. Lately, it's actually been a lot better at our house. Amy has stepped up. I think we had some conversations last year, and I kind of, let her know that I wasn't feeling it at times. And so I think things have changed on her end, and it's just been really good. It's just been, I count the amount of times I get oh, Dad, Mom, stop that. Like, oh, grow, I count that as good. Like, that's good. Like when you make your kids cringe because you're in the kitchen snuggling up and getting a kiss while making stuff. Show how to make mistakes and grow. See, that's the thing. Like, and I think we've shown that to our kids pretty well, is that it's not always going to be on. It's not always going to be off. It's one of those things, like every relationship, where it has its ups and downs. We're on and off. Yeah.
I am right there with you. I was pleased to open up to this page because usually at this time of the month, it's like, the pages start getting repetitive, and this was a nice little connection back to, the source of everything and where it grows. I wrote a little note about how they've seen us at our best, and
Yeah.
they've seen us at our worst, and they've I would say they've heard us at our worst. It's like, there's been a few times where we were both passionate about our opinions, but they've also seen us come back together. They've also seen us in bad times where we're both in a bad spot, not necessarily with each other, just like struggling. And hopefully seeing us like help each other out of that. And I think the question today is, in Cards just kind of hit on this, is, sometimes the relationship isn't good, and they're also paying attention to what you do when something like that happens. They'll feel everything. Kids will sense everything, and they will sense when things just aren't right as well. So, props to Cards for acknowledging that. We had a tough conversation 2 weeks ago or last week where it just kind of ended up with me and Kristen taking some space. And that space is needed sometimes after that, but the kids will pick up on that as well. It's like, man, why aren't mom and dad talking? And then back to you, where it's like, sometimes mom and dad get too close, and then it's weird as well, but that's the good kind of weird. It's like, last night I was feeling pretty good. Yesterday was a good day after a long spell of days that were just tough. And like, I was like, I just want to make some time so me and Kristen can spend some time together. We got to sit on the couch for maybe 30 minutes on Saturday night. I was, trying hard to keep this time clear last night, even though it was Sunday and it was night. It's like, what do they think of, like, what are they thinking when they see, mom and dad trying to wrestle some of that time,
Yeah.
Because besides that, it's like we have 3 stories in our house, and like most of the day is usually them 4. I'm usually doing something, but I've been trying to shut off, and I think I've been doing okay, but to be up there, but it's like, despite the space we have, it's like all 5 of us plus 2 dogs are in the same 3x8 area usually.
It's called the living room, where you do all the living.
Yeah. So you're mic'd up. Your marriage is mic'd up at all times, whether you want it to be or not.
And it should be, right? Like, we're the examples, we're the role models, we're the way that it's the easiest way for us to control the way that our kids will ultimately grow up and treat themselves and other people, right? If you're not showing them the way, like, who is? Are they looking at, essentially YouTube, and then you're trusting this random algorithm that may show them really weird stuff? And that's the best thing. So don't keep them out of it. Don't think that, it's beyond them or above their scope or anything like that. Like, let them see it, let them know what's going on, even at a young age, and then also know that if you are going through the hard point, like, because a lot of times, I think in my marriage especially, like, we tend to like hide the hard stuff, like the difficult times, and keep a brave face or a smile on. But like we said before, like, they can kind of see it, like they can feel the aura or the vibe around the house. And when mom's away, dad's making comments, or when dad's away, mom's making comments. So, but you got to teach them that version of life, that you're going to go through hard points with people. And there's times to know when to give up and quit. There's times to know when to apologize and be the bigger person, kind of like step in and repair things and resolve things. And then ultimately you get to a good place. and you get kind of back. And yeah, just kind of need to know all that stuff.
Mhm.
Truth, truth,
Yeah.
truth, truth.
I think the good question there, and I'm referencing cards again, is do like if your kids were in a marriage like yours, would you be okay with that? And I'm assuming that cards thought otherwise. That this
Well,
this
I
is
mean,
not.
what he just said, I love that. They now have two solid, happier parents, best case scenario.
Yeah.
That's usually the best case scenario that comes out of divorce. I know sometimes it doesn't. There's obviously, every version of a divorce in a relationship. But yes, very true.
Hmm.
So good for you, good for them, and
Yeah,
good
we
for
got
your
we have
ex.
we have friends in all flavors of those types of post marriage relationships. Um,
Oof,
some are good,
ouch.
some are bad, and sometimes I hear it from like I have a student who is going through it, and I don't think she's doing very well.
Oh, see, that's tough. Like
Kind of
at
struggling.
that
Yeah,
age,
those
at
are
that age
those are
is
the
tough.
hard ones to see. Because it's like there's with a student, it's like there's like that student teacher thing. So it's like, what's above board, what's below the line of finding out. So I don't know. If you know a kid like that, just let them know you're there. That's all. At least make their day a little bit brighter. Um, so yeah, it was a good reflective reading today.
Yeah. I'm stuck thinking about that kid. Like I think that's kind of like what Charles was referencing. And then for my own parents, I was like 3 years old, so pretty null and void. I did get to, spend separate time with them. It was decently toxic, but it wasn't too bad. And then my siblings, they went through another divorce, and it was tougher for them because they were in the a little bit older age, like the 7, 8, 9 range, and that's when it's rough. Like when
Mhm.
you actually know the difference, when you actually know a married two parents in a home, and then you go through the whole split. So yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, in the past, I've had conversations with kids who like they'll just like bring it up in conversation. This was back when I had like my first 5 years. I was at a K-8 school, so once in a while, maybe two times, I had like a third grader or fourth grader mention that like their parents are getting divorced. And you can tell they don't really know what that means. Just
Yep.
just from the tone of their voice, it's like to them that's just the normal day to day. And you don't really know if it's going well or not. That's just the word that they know. It's like divorce or marriage. They probably think it's like part of the same thing. Um, so, yeah, that's been an interesting, different way to see that. And then obviously, I'm sure all of us or most of us have a friend going through it. Got a few, and they're all, some went well, some didn't go so well, some are ongoing. So just hoping that it works out for the best for them.
Relationships are tricky, man.
Yeah.
Who's this? Oh, you need to be blocked. Um, sorry. Haven't been with my daughter's mom since she was almost 2 years old. Never married her. Been a hard time dealing with narcissism. Anyways, been pushing through with me and my wife and my teenage daughter. Sorry to vent really quick, but keep pushing on. No problem at all.
This is
We
where
love it.
this is where to do it
Get
in the
get
morning.
some more context on the people in our rooms and around us. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's tough. I mean, it's like you don't want a person like that in your kid's life, but at the same time, like you don't want your kid, like, because it does something to them no matter what. Like being having a narcissistic or toxic parent in their life is going to do something to them, but also not have like having that parent leave their life is also going to do something to them. And I think the best case scenario is just going to be Dan and his new wife just being the good, just more so amplifying the good in your daughter's life to kind of counteract whatever is happening on the other end. And hopefully, her mom rights herself at some point and becomes a better version of herself for her daughter.
Yeah.
But you never know, and you can't force or control, the other person's time to make that change. They may never do it. They may eventually do it. It may take a grandchild to do it, which I know is further off in the distance, but yeah.
I'm seconding what Chelsea's saying here. Thanks for everybody sharing today.
Yeah. It's been a good one. You guys got me almost a little emotional there too.
Same.
We had an emotional moment last night actually, and I kind of broke down a little bit in front of my kids because we found out that one of our neighbors passed away in the last couple of days. He was a 90-year-old man, 91-year-old. He was in a wheelchair, motorized wheelchair, but he was one of those guys that was always out on the street and always waving to everyone that came by with a smile. So he was just a very welcome person in our neighborhood. And the other day we saw like cop cars and ambulance and stuff like that. And then last night my wife drove by and his wheelchair was on the sidewalk covered in flowers and balloons.
Oh man. Oi.
Yeah. It was tough
here. It's getting
tough.
Cold eyeballs. So same but different. Little emotional connection. If you don't know who Temple Grandin is, anybody?
I don't.
Temple Grandin, famous for her studies in autism.
Okay.
Maybe. This movie with Claire Danes. Anyway, we got to see her speak in Longmont yesterday. And, she's like an advocate for like autism awareness. And, we have a middle child that's kind of on a spectrum somewhere. So long story short, great talk, talking about how, how workplaces are usually not set up for people on the spectrum. And my big takeaway from this, I don't think it's any secret, is that the reason why it's called a spectrum is because everybody's on it, right? It's like we all have a little touch of the tism.
Yep.
So my reflection there was like, it's either ADHD or anxiety or any other flavor. And my takeaway with that was like, I think early in the year I was a little bit open with my ADD diagnosis middle last year. And, my wife has a little bit of that too. So my takeaway was when a man and woman have a little bit of dusting of a spectrum that conflict, why do they choose to marry each other? Because sometimes they go really well together and sometimes they butt heads. So like my good friend Andy said afterwards, that text when we were doing, said, if you're not on the spectrum, you're not human, which I think was a good way to end that. So,
yeah, I think there's many ways that can play out. It could be opposites attract and you guys help balance each other. It could be, you're the same on the spectrum and you therefore can connect and relate and help each other through it. I think at the end of the day, it's just about, open and honest communication, figuring out how well you guys mesh together and how you can support each other.
Sorry, that's my 7 o'clock alarm.
All that stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, I gotta go, but before we go, we just got to do a little celebration for Ryan's upcoming 28th birthday here. So
a torch.
if he's listening, let's go ahead and sing him a happy birthday. Since he's
my
not
God.
here, let's all just choose a candle and I'll blow it out for you. And don't tell anybody because we don't want those wishes to not come true. This is a tres leches, which is Spanish for 3 leches. I don't know if it's Ryan's favorite, but it was the cheapest at King Supers. So ready? 1,
Oh my God.
3. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you. Happy
Mr.
birthday to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, dear
Ryan.
Ryan.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
to
you.
you.
And a pinch to grow a 9th ab. Oh, that's good. That was the first milk. I'm assuming the second 2 milks are in here somewhere.
Guys, how
It was a little bit wacky. Oh, did Dom leave? Is it just me? Just me eating this flaming cake? Well, everybody,
What's he doing?
this was a really... Oh, there's Dom. Dom's back.
That was weird. I don't even know what happened.
Well, at some point, everybody, try to get in touch with Ryan, even though he doesn't like birthdays. I know deep down he likes to be acknowledged just a little bit.
Card fishing really sang in the background. See, I love that. Like, we can't hear you, bud, but I love that you sang with us. Appreciate you all. Yeah, go say happy birthday to Ryan.
Oh, wait, we got to blow. Okay, ready? Everybody blow on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yay. Happy birthday, Ryan.
Turn the damn torch off, Chels. She's crashing out. She's like, he's gonna knock that thing over and light something on fire.
I think it's empty. All right. Have a great day, y'all.
See you, everybody. Thank you again. Appreciate you all. Bye.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
Down to the beating!
Music is loud.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.